Class B airspace, B, remember that stands for big Class B airport. There's very few of them in the United States, but there are ones with multiple instrument approaches, a lot of traffic. Atlanta is the classic example in our area that we would want to be concerned about operating that. And there's a chart, I popped it up. You can see that there's many different segments, different areas, and with the same issue. It's got the same indications, right by, there's 4 runways. And in this inner part here, in the center here, it's surface to 125. That's 12,500 feet. Typically, the tops of these, again, here's the surface, and then we have a center section, outer section. Nope. Hang on. Multiple layers, because that's generally the design of these airports. The airports here, because again, they're having much traffic coming in and out of there. They need all this predicted airspace. My point is that the top of these are usually 10,000 feet above ground level. These numbers, by the way, are MSL, because airliners aren't going to be caring about that altitudes. So that's a conversion we have to make for the tops here. The typical Class B airspace sort of looks like this from the side view. The top of it will generally be 10,000 feet above ground level. It says 12.5 in the Atlanta area because the airport elevation in Atlanta is 1026, something like that, MSL. So they add 10,000 feet to that, 62011. They come up with 11,000. Oops. They come up with 11,026 feet. They rounded up to 12.5 just to be safe. Okay. So that's the idea basically on these things. If the airport, if it was Atlanta Airport, or not Atlanta, if it was Miami International, it's almost sea level, so it would be somewhere around 10,000 feet. In fact, that's where I learned how to fly, down in that area, and it was 10,000 feet. If you're at Denver, it gets pretty complicated because now you're at 5,000 feet. It should be 15,000 feet, perhaps, or more, would be the top of your Class B airspace. So we have multiple rings, as you see in the picture there. They all have little cutouts and different, because there's a lot of different airports in the Atlanta area. In this Class B, C, and D, you must have permission to operate within that airspace. All of that airspace, you have to have permission to operate in that. As a drone pilot, we're most concerned about the surface, because the next layer is much above our altitude, operating altitude at anyway.